Welcome to my trading room. This is Atcoin Day Trading, Litecoin, the best Elliott wave analysis, episode number 20. So today I'm going to take a brief look at Litecoin. I should be brief, so I should be able to make my intervention in 15 minutes, under 50 minutes. It is Litecoin's turn because I haven't talked about Litecoin in quite a while. So let me jump into my disclaimer so we can start straight away. Here is my disclaimer, and below it is my risk warning. The link is in the description, and I will briefly talk about my services. So I offer live Elliott wave updates. Those services will cost you 20 USD a month. For that, you get 1 to 3 updates on Bitcoin. You get 1 update on US stocks, the S&P, and 1 update on gold. You get the latest Elliott wave count, so you always know if you should be looking for long or short trades. That's extremely useful if you are a trader and you need Elliott wave as an indicator. So I will update you live, which means on Bitcoin 1 to 3 times a day, and on US stock once, and on gold once. From time to time, I talk also about Ichimoku for entry points and stop loss points. So also, if you only want to know, it's also good to learn. It's also good to be a member of my private group, and to be one of my private clients. Your means of payments are either crypto, then it's cheaper, it's only 20 USD, or PayPal, then it's more expensive, it's 30 USD for 1 month. And if you want to be a member, you tell me in my free Telegram group, which is free. You just enter it and you contact me and tell me that you are interested in my service, and then I will provide you the instruction on how to become a member. I also do one-on-one coaching, where we can have a Zoom call and talk about the things you are learning or doing, investing or trading related. You just tell me, or crypto related, if you want to know how to use a hardware wallet or what virtual hardware wallet to buy, how to set it up. If you need any help, you let me know and I'll help you out. If you are one of my private clients, for my private clients only, there's a huge discount, which makes those coaching interventions less expensive. And it's a limited time offer. So if you're interested, think about it, because it's limited. It might not be available in the future. And now, that being said, please like and comment. Liking is very important because it allows other people to find this intervention, and if there's demand for what I'm doing, then I will provide more free stuff for you. But if there's no demand, then the market tells me that I should be doing something else, and then I will stop doing free YouTube intervention. So liking is important. I know that pressing a button is quite annoying because you have to do it every time. And for that, there is an app. If I can get the name, I'll tell you. It's an app on for the Chrome web browsers. And the app is called something like YouTube Endorsement. I want to see it, but my browser is not showing it. He's blocking right now. He's not responding. I need a couple of seconds and I will be able to tell you. 2022, and we still don't have very fast computers. They still lag. They still are unresponsive. Now I have it. It's called YouTube Creator Endorsement. You just type YouTube Creator Endorsement on Google Chrome extensions, and then you get it, you install it, and then you use it. You click the button, you use it, and it will like all the YouTube, all my videos, or all the videos you want it to like. Every channel you are following, you can endorse the creator, and every time you watch one of his interventions, he gets automatically a like. I do that for all the people who have merits and who should be endorsed, and you should do the same. So once again, because you probably don't remember, it's called YouTube Creators Endorsement. Just type that in Google Chrome and you will find it. And now let's talk finally about Litecoin. For that, I need to see which is the Litecoin tab. It's this one. And I start with its Ichimoku cloud. Here we have it finally. And my tool should be working too. Yes, it is. So now I can finally talk about the chart. So the first indication you need to know to go long, here we have the 3-hour chart, and you should have waited for the 3-hour chart, because in order to not go too soon into a trade, you should have waited for the 3-hour chart. On the 3-hour chart, you were below the Kumo, below the cloud here, and the cloud was red. So you can forget it for all that period. Here you did break out of the Kumo, and then you have to see if all the conditions were fulfilled to go long. And that might have been the case somewhere. I don't remember because I wasn't trading Litecoin. So I don't remember, but somewhere here, all the conditions were fulfilled. Let's give the most optimistic possibility. That would be on this candle. Maybe here the future Kumo was green. The Chico was free of price congestion. The Chico was free of price congestion, and the Tenkan was above the Kichuin, and the price was above both of them. So maybe here all the conditions were fulfilled. Then you take the 9th candle. Then you take the 9th candle, the control candle, so which means above the previous 9 candle high, and that was the breakout candle in this case, the highest candle from the last 9 candles. You take that and you put an entry just above that. And as you can see on this candle, you would be in an entry trade, but here you would have got stopped out. So that would have been a losing trade. Now, if again Elliott wave was bullish and you were looking for one more entry, you would have got again a breakout here, but you could not have taken the trade because you were still below the Kichuin and the Tenkan. So you should not have taken the trade. And here you were on top of the Kichuin and Tenkan, but they are not in the right order. So you should not have taken the trade. And here you had the cross. So since you had the cross, that's a good sign. And then you need to see if everything is lining up. So you have the cross, which is good. And to be sure, that's only the cross, but it was at the same, the Tenkan and the Kichun were at the same level, I think, on that candle. So you would have looked for the next candle. And here, the Tenkan is clearly above the Kichuin, so that condition is fulfilled. So that would be your entry point for the Tenkan and Kichuin. Then you could look if the Chico is clear of price congestion, and right now it is not. It is still on the price. So Chico is not, does not allow you to go long. So here all the conditions are not fulfilled. So actually on Ichimoku, you will be waiting for the condition to be fulfilled, and they will be fulfilled once the Chico moves above price and is clear of price. Once that is fulfilled, you then have the other condition too, since you should have a Kumo breakout, a future Kumo green, and the Tenkan and the Kichuin in the right order. And the price needs to be above. So now the price needs to move higher, and the price needs to break, and the Chico needs to break free. Once those two conditions are fulfilled, then the only last condition you have to look at is Elliott wave, according to my rules. Then the last condition is Elliott wave, and that's what we're going to take a look at now. So I will talk about the Elliott wave just to see if Elliott wave is either bullish and tells you to take long trades, or if Elliott wave is bearish and tells you to take short trades. So for that, I'm going to take a look at Elliott wave. So now we take a look at Litecoin's Elliott wave count, and here we had the bottom of wave 4. Then we had a wave 1 and a wave 2 correction. Wave 2 correction with, as always, an ABC, an expanded ABC. And then we did get a wave 3 up, the start of wave 3, so wave 1 of 3. And it's subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, with the third wave subdividing itself, clearly subdividing, so you can see the internals of the third wave. And then you had the correction of wave 2 from wave 1 top here, which subdivided in an ABC, so it's a zigzag. And the first wave, you have 5 waves in it, then you have an ABC for wave B. Here I didn't put the ABC on the chart, but it is an ABC, of course. And then you have 5 waves, which makes it a motif wave, or an impulsive wave for wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that terminated wave 2. And then now I'm going to zoom in and we take a look from wave 2, what the last price action tells us. So, okay, that should do. Down here, we have the wave 2 we just talked about. And then we started an impulsive wave up, which is also called sometimes a motif wave. And wave 1 subdivides into 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you see here, you can check that wave 4 did not overlap wave 1, did not enter the price territory of wave 1, so everything is fine with that count. And the third wave is not the shortest. Once we had the wave 1 top, we had an ABC, again an expanded ABC. And here I didn't label it, but you can clearly see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves in it for the C wave. So that's just fine. And then we started one more wave 1 up, and now we're in the process of accomplishing wave 2. Here, wave 1 looks fine, the internals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with wave 3 not being the shortest, and wave 4 stopping way above the territory of wave 1. So that looks just fine. So now the question is, how much lower do we go in wave C? And I don't have the answer straight away, but we can take, if you want, a look at the Fibonacci retracement and see what is a probable level for the end of wave C. So I would say that actually we could have bottomed, because if we take a look, we have a good level here at a 0.382 level and the preceding wave 4. So that should be quite strong support. And maybe this is already wave C of 2. So maybe we have bottomed, and maybe from here on we go higher. So the question is, if I was trading that, when would I enter? Because right now we also can go a little lower. We could still retrace to the 618 level and go beyond the 0.5 level retracement. So that's also possible. I think there is a chance that it will hold, but I'm not sure. So what would I do if I was trading that? So my technique would be this following. I would take a look at 2 more indicators in order for me to realize when to enter. So let me take the FIB out of the picture, so it's a little clear, because I will put 2 more indicators on. First, I would look at is this one. It's the baseline indicator. And I would like it to be green, just as it was between here and here. I would like it to be green positive, or between here and here. So now it is pink, and I want it to turn green. And as you can see, the red line, the green line, if we move a little higher, the green line will move above the red line, and that will give us a cross, as you have a cross here, here, here. Okay, so if the green line moves above, you get a cross. So that would be my first clue that we are approaching an impulse wave up. The second would be that Fisher, the triangles, give me a green triangle below the candle. So that will be my second thing I would be looking for. And the last thing I would be looking for to enter a long trade would be the EMA indicator. So now I put the EMA indicator. As you see, we have a couple of crosses, green crosses. Here you have a green cross. Here you have a red cross. Here you have a green cross. So if I want either I'm aggressive and I take only 2 Fishers and the baseline indicator, or I'm more moderated and I want more confirmation before I enter the trade, and then I would be looking for the EMA to cross. So I would be looking for the green cross. Once I get the green cross and Fisher and baseline, those 3 indicators all line up and tell me that we are bullish, then I would enter a long position. And I would exit in the same manner. I would exit when Elliott wave tells me to exit, and when Fisher turns bearish, then I would look also for my baseline here to turn bearish. And if I'm moderate, not too aggressive, I would look for a red cross. So I do the opposite to exit. I do the opposite. But I take only the trades in the direction of that Elliott wave tells me. And right now, Elliott wave tells me that we either did bottom or we go a little lower. That's what Elliott wave told me. But Elliott wave clearly tells me that I should expect higher prices. So I would not take this cross and take a short position, because Elliott wave is not telling me to go short. Elliott wave is telling me to be bullish. So I would be looking for bullish indications and bullish clues. And when I get my 3 indicators to line up, that would be a moderate entry. If I want to be aggressive, I would only take 2 of 3s. That's what I would do. Okay. Now I think that was not bad for today. We talked about what I wanted to talk about. I think I was not too long, and I'll leave it here. I'll try to do 1 more intervention this week, maybe tomorrow or on Friday. And then I take the weekend off, and then I'll see you again next week. Next one should be Cardano, because I haven't talked long about Cardano. Either I talk about Cardano or I will talk about gold. I'll see. One of them will be next. So please become a member of my free Telegram group. It's free, and it's a good way of having a second way of communicating with me. You never know when it will be handy to be able to reach out to me. And that being said, enjoy your day and see you in tomorrow or the day afterwards. Normally, I will do 1 more intervention this week. Thank you a lot, and bye-bye. See you soon.